Our solar system is a busy place, teeming with a variety of celestial bodies, each following its own unique path. Beyond the familiar planets, a vast swarm of asteroids orbit the Sun, forming a belt that stretches across the solar system. Most of these asteroids are harmless, mere space rocks drifting through the void, far from our planet. Some, however, are enormous, dwarfing even our tallest mountains, and posing a significant threat if they were to come too close. These celestial giants, remnants of the solar system's formation, pose a potential threat to life on Earth, a threat that cannot be ignored. The largest asteroid in our solar system is Ceres, a massive body that commands attention. Classified as a dwarf planet, Ceres spans an impressive 590 miles in diameter, making it a colossal presence in space. While not technically the largest asteroid, Vesta, Pallas, and Hygiea follow close behind. Each of these asteroids is capable of causing significant damage if they were to collide with Earth. Thankfully, their current orbits do not intersect with our own, allowing us some measure of relief. The probability of a large asteroid impact is low, but the consequences are so significant that we must take the threat seriously and prepare accordingly. Understanding the nature of these celestial wanderers, their potential impact, and our efforts to track and deflect them is crucial to ensuring the continued safety of our planet. This involves sophisticated technology and constant vigilance. It's not about living in fear, but about embracing knowledge and preparedness. Scientists around the world are working tirelessly to study these asteroids and develop strategies to protect Earth. This is the essence of cosmic responsibility, a duty we owe to ourselves and to future generations to protect this pale blue dot we call home. Our planet, seen from space, is a fragile and precious place. Let's delve into the science behind this celestial threat and explore what we can do to mitigate the risks. By understanding more about asteroids, we can better prepare for any potential dangers they may pose. Imagine an asteroid the size of Ceres, a world in its own right, on a collision course with Earth. This is the ultimate what-if scenario, a cosmic nightmare that keeps astronomers awake at night. While the probability of such an event is incredibly low, the consequences are so catastrophic that they warrant serious consideration. The impact of an asteroid this size would be unlike anything humanity has ever experienced. It would unleash energy equivalent to millions of nuclear weapons detonating simultaneously, instantly vaporizing a vast area around the impact site. The shockwaves would ripple through the planet's crust, triggering earthquakes and volcanic eruptions on a global scale. The skies would darken as trillions of tons of pulverized rock and dust are ejected into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun and plunging the Earth into a prolonged period of darkness. This impact winter would have devastating consequences for life, disrupting photosynthesis and collapsing food chains. The oceans wouldn't be spared either. The impact would generate colossal tsunamis, towering walls of water that would inundate coastlines and reshape continents. The sheer scale of destruction is almost unimaginable, a stark reminder of the raw power that exists in our universe. In the immediate aftermath of the impact, the world as we know it would cease to exist. The sheer force of the collision would be unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed, leaving behind a scene of utter devastation. The region surrounding the impact site would be obliterated, transformed into a crater hundreds of miles wide and several miles deep. This colossal depression in the Earth's crust would be a stark reminder of the event's unimaginable power. Anything within this zone, from bustling cities to towering mountains, would be vaporized in an instant. The sheer heat and energy released would turn solid structures into vapor, leaving nothing but a barren wasteland. The initial blast wave, traveling faster than the speed of sound, would radiate outwards from the impact site, leveling everything in its path for thousands of miles. This supersonic shockwave would flatten buildings, forests, and anything else in its way. Forests would be flattened, buildings reduced to rubble, and entire landscapes reshaped. The force of the blast would be so immense that it would alter the geography of the region permanently. The air would become superheated, igniting massive wildfires that would sweep across continents. These infernos would consume everything in their path, adding to the already overwhelming destruction. As the initial shock subsides, a rain of molten rock and debris would fall back to Earth, further fueling the inferno. This fiery deluge would incinerate anything that survived the initial blast. The skies would glow an eerie red as the planet convulses under the impact's devastating effects. This apocalyptic scene would be a constant reminder of the catastrophe that had befallen the world. Coastal regions would be battered by colossal tsunamis, generated by the displacement of trillions of gallons of water. These massive waves would travel across oceans, reaching shores thousands of miles away. These towering waves, hundreds of feet high, would surge inland, inundating entire cities and reshaping coastlines. The force of the water would be unstoppable, sweeping away everything in its path. Within the first 24 hours, the death toll would be staggering, with billions of lives lost in the initial impact, subsequent fires, and tsunamis. The scale of human loss would be unprecedented, leaving the world in a state of shock and mourning. The survivors would face a world shrouded in darkness, choked by ash and smoke, and reeling from the most catastrophic event in human history. The challenges ahead would be immense, as they struggle to rebuild and survive in a drastically altered world. Section 4. A Changed World. Long-term consequences. While the immediate aftermath of the impact would be catastrophic, the long-term consequences would be equally devastating, reshaping Earth's environment and pushing life to the brink. The collision would not only cause immediate destruction, but also set off a chain of events that would alter the planet's future. The sheer volume of dust and debris ejected into the atmosphere would block out the sun, plunging the planet into a state of perpetual twilight or even darkness. This thick veil of dust would prevent sunlight from reaching the surface, creating a scenario where day and night become indistinguishable. This impact winter could last for months or even years, disrupting the Earth's delicate climate balance. The prolonged absence of sunlight would have far-reaching effects on weather patterns, potentially causing extreme and unpredictable weather events. With sunlight blocked, global temperatures would plummet, leading to a dramatic cooling effect. This sudden drop in temperature would mimic an ice age, freezing landscapes and altering habitats. Photosynthesis, the foundation of most life on Earth, would grind to a halt, leading to the collapse of ecosystems and widespread famine. Plants, unable to produce food, would wither and die, causing a domino effect that would impact herbivores and subsequently, carnivores. The oceans, too, would suffer. The lack of sunlight would disrupt marine food chains, leading to mass die-offs and disrupting the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. Phytoplankton, the base of the marine food web, would be unable to photosynthesize, causing a ripple effect throughout the ocean. The lack of sunlight would disrupt marine food chains, leading to mass die-offs and disrupting the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. The death of marine organisms would not only affect the ocean but also the land, as many species rely on marine life for sustenance. Furthermore, the impact would release massive amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, initially from the vaporization of rock and later from widespread wildfires. These fires would consume vast areas of vegetation, releasing carbon dioxide and other gases. This sudden influx of greenhouse gases would trigger rapid and unpredictable climate change, potentially leading to a runaway greenhouse effect. The increased concentration of greenhouse gases would trap heat, causing temperatures to rise and creating a feedback loop that could be difficult to reverse. The Earth's climate system is incredibly complex and interconnected, and the impact of such a massive event would have cascading effects that would ripple through the biosphere for millennia. The long-term consequences would be felt across the globe, affecting every aspect of life on Earth and reshaping the planet's future in ways we can only begin to imagine. Section 5. Echoes of the Past. The Chicxulub Impact and its Legacy. The scenario we've been discussing, while hypothetical, is not without precedent. Roughly 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid, estimated to be about 6 miles wide, slammed into Earth near the present-day Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. This impact, known as the Chicxulub Impact, is widely believed to have caused the extinction of the dinosaurs, along with an estimated 75% of all plant and animal species on Earth. The Chicxulub Impact provides a chilling glimpse into the destructive power of large asteroid impacts. The event released an unimaginable amount of energy, equivalent to billions of atomic bombs. It triggered massive earthquakes, tsunamis, and wildfires, engulfing the planet in a cloud of dust and debris that blocked out the sun and plunged the Earth into darkness. The impact had a profound and lasting impact on Earth's history. It marked the end of the reign of the dinosaurs, paving the way for the rise of mammals and ultimately the emergence of humans. The Chicxulub Impact serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of life on Earth and the ever-present threat posed by celestial objects. Section 6. Calculating the Odds. How likely is a catastrophic impact? The good news is that impacts from asteroids the size of Ceres or the Chicxulub impactor are incredibly rare. They occur on timescales of tens of millions of years. Smaller asteroids, however, pose a more frequent threat. NASA estimates that an asteroid the size of a football field strikes Earth every 2,000 years or so, while smaller objects like the Chelyabinsk meteor that exploded over Russia in 2013 occur more frequently. While the odds of a catastrophic impact in our lifetime are extremely low, the consequences are so significant that even a small probability warrants our attention. It's important to remember that these are not just abstract calculations but real threats with the potential to disrupt our planet and even threaten civilization as we know it. Fortunately, we are not defenseless. Scientists around the world are diligently working to track and catalog near-Earth objects, including asteroids and comets, that could pose a potential threat to our planet. The more we know about these objects, their orbits, and their composition, the better equipped we will be to predict and potentially prevent a catastrophic impact.